Hello and welcome to Tomi Talks TV. I have one singular goal with this show, and that is to help you make smarter decisions so that you can have better relationships. I'd like to start again by saying a very big thank you. Thank you for all your likes and your shares and your comments on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. I really appreciate it because you're helping us spread the message further faster. So thank you very much indeed. Now today I'm going to be taking another one of your questions, and it goes like this. I am in a relationship with a Christian lady. We go to church together. 6 months into the relationship, things got really sexual. Deep down, it got to me, but she didn't seem to care. I raised the issue once, and it caused problems. Well, it was really hard to stop. One night, God really moved within me, and I made up my mind never to indulge again. When I shared it with her, it became an issue. She said that I was selfish and that I was choosing the celibate life to please my conscience, and that I can't force her into something that she isn't ready for. Well, I decided to end the relationship on that note, but she's now willing to go without sex. I don't even know how to go about the new relationship. Please, what should we do to help us please God and do the right thing and still be happy together? Or do we have to end the relationship? Now, I would like to start by saying I feel like giving you a standing ovation to say, honestly, I really appreciate the fact that you're someone that has a heart for God. You have a desire for God. You really want to please God. And it's very clear with the way that you have approached this whole issue. So, of course, you've made a mistake. You understand that this is something that is not according to God's will. But, your heart is to please God. And you quickly realize that this is something that you need to put right. So it shows that you're constantly drawing towards God. And that is absolutely commendable. Now, on the other hand, it looks to me that your fiance doesn't have that same kind of mindset. So yes, you say you go to church together, and she's probably a professing Christian, so she calls herself a Christian. But it's one thing for you to be a professing Christian, and another thing for you to actually live the life of a Christian. And that is where the rubber meets the road. So, it's one thing for her to maybe potentially also recognize that, this is a problem and we need to work together to solve it. But if she has that kind of mindset where she feels like, you're being selfish, and from her own perspective she doesn't see any need to try to please God in your relationship, then that is a potential challenge for your future marriage, because what that means is that you're getting married to somebody who does not share your values. Now, the Bible is very clear about not being unequally yoked together with somebody who does not profess to be a Christian or somebody who is an unbeliever. So that's one side to it. But then if you marry somebody who professes to be a Christian but does not share your values as a Christian, that's a completely different ball game, because you will end up having exactly the same kinds of challenges that you would have had if you married somebody who did not even profess to be a Christian at all, because this is someone who says that they are, but they're not prepared to live the life, and that could raise all sorts of issues for you in the future. So in the future, if there are other things that you want to do in your marriage where you really feel this is something that we need to do to please God, are you going to find yourself in a situation where you constantly have to fight her in order to please God? Because like you're saying, she was vehemently opposed to you actually, doing what you felt was right. So that really is a challenge. So what I really want to encourage you to do is to take a step back and actually think about it. Is this really somebody with whom I can build a godly marriage? Is this really somebody who will help me in the future to pursue after God? Because it doesn't sound to me like she's even prepared at all. Maybe she's just going along with the relationship because she loves you. But in terms of her perspective of building a relationship that pleases God, that does not seem to be on the cards for her at all. So I really want to encourage you to think twice about this relationship, because if you cannot build a godly relationship with this person, then the likelihood is that you will find it very difficult to build a godly marriage with her. Maybe potentially in the future she might find herself in a different place and actually begin to seek after God. But where she is currently, she's clearly not on the same page with you when it comes to spiritual things and pursuing after the heart of God. So you really do need to think again, because that's a very, very strong red flag if you're getting into marriage with someone. Well, I hope this has helped you. If this has helped you, then please leave me a message on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, or wherever it is you're watching. And if you've got a question you would like me to answer, then head on over to tomitalks.com/ask, and I'll answer your question next time. See you next time. Bye-bye.